Hey guys, it's Ross going on Space Crash 8. There is one thing from my Sunderland trip that I didn't get around to showing you, and I'm going to show you now, and it is this. Airliners of the world, and this is Cadbury's. So this is from way back when I was a kid, and I've even, as we'll see, I've got some of the things that go with it, but that's just a beautiful shot of that Sabina DC-10. And this, I believe, if you look at the engine configuration, this must be a Trident. So it'll be BEA, British Airways, something like that. So you open this up and you see this. Bear in mind, this is from the 70s. Sorry, I'll just hold on to that. So you have like, there's BA 747, various flags, and that's, at the time, those were the major air routes of the world. So there's other things in here as well that's even better. I'm just going to fold this to the, I don't want to fold it to the back, because I'll just show you page at a time. I think that'd be easiest. So first of all, we have this page. Oh, Porky's fallen over. Airlines of the world. So that's just a bit about, I guess, the history of aviation. And then the centre page, which is the main thing I bought this for, is this. And these are all badges, and I collected these when I was a kid. I've still got them. In fact, they're right here. I'm going to show you them in a moment. But when I bought this, all of them apart from, I think, the Swiss Air one were filled in. That one was missing. But I remember back when I was a kid, I wasn't even 10, I suspect, would collect these from the Cadbury's chocolate for this book, which I never had previously. So this was what, it was £6.99 from a charity shop in Sunderland. As soon as I saw what was in here, I had to buy it immediately. I mean, you can see all of those airlines are either gone or the livery is completely changed now. But this, absolutely loved this. It's fascinating. Like I said, I've still got all of those badges, and I'll show you them in a moment. But we'll just look at the other page. And there's a bit about those airlines with some pictures. Have to be very careful. So there you can see like Aer Lingus and British Airways and all that sort of thing. And there's more over here. Like there's a DC-10, and that's like a DC-10 cut up down at the bottom. And you see, I think, is that a Qantas 747 down at the bottom there in the 1970s livery? So yes, this was wonderful. I saw this, I said, I've got to have that. And then there's this page, more about the history of aviation as it was in the late 1970s. So you've got Concorde, the 707s at the DC-3, various flying boats, the Hindenburg, and that sort of thing. I assume, is this the Wright Flyer? It must be, and that'll be the Spirit of St. Louis directly next to it. But yes, and there's an Air India 747. So yes, absolutely beautiful. And is that the last? Not quite. Let's fold this back, because there's also, it's getting complicated, this page with the uniforms of the stewardesses. And I think there's one other thing on there. I'll have to just reopen this back up again to make sure I put it in properly. Yes, I'll just fold this back carefully. There's a picture of the cockpit of a plane. I don't know what plane that would be. There. Probably a 747, I expect. Or maybe a Concorde. But yes, I was delighted to acquire this, because as you know, I love airliners, and we've had a look at so many of my airliner photo books as well that I've acquired over the years. So I'll just fold this back up as best I can. Then I'll show you them badges. So yeah, that's how that goes. So yes, my bag of badges here. There's also, you can see MEA, SAS. It's also got my Scout badges and my swimming medals as well from when I was a kid. So just open them up. So like I said, most of those airlines are gone now. In fact, we'll have a little run through those airlines, I think, in a moment. If I can just open this up. I didn't want to tie this too tightly in case I needed to open it up again. Of course, now I can't get it open. Yeah. Here we go. So yes. Let's take a few of them out just to show. So, for instance, there's British Airways, as it was the Arthur Negus, is it Negus, whatever was the livery they had in the 70s. MEA with the cedar tree, I think their current livery has elements of that. The old 70s TAP Air Portugal, KLM, SAS, and I do have all of the others as well. LL, the classic Pan Am, sadly missed. Iberia, Alitalia, TWA, what was it they used to call them? Try walking across. Never flew on TWA or Pan Am, unfortunately. Qantas, the Flying Roo, which I always got confused with the old South African Flying Springbok back when I was a kid. Sabina, and I can't remember which one this is now. Let's just have a look and see, because it will be populated. It's Air India that's in, but it doesn't really fit the rest of it. But I guess it must be, because everything else is in its right place. And of course we have JAL. They've kind of gone back to this livery, although without the red and black cheek lines. We've got Air Canada here. Aeroflot. Aer Lingus. That's about it. There might be one or two others, yes. Olympic Airways. Varig. Is that it? Or is there... Yes, a couple more. Air France. British Caledonian. And that must be about it, surely. Oh, no, there's at least one more. I did see it in here. Come out wherever you are. Lufthansa. I think that must be all of them now. Yes, that is all of them. So yes, like I said, was delighted to pick up this book, because I've had these since I was a child. Let's see if it says when this was published, so I can gauge how long I've had this. Don't see a date. But just judging from the stats, it can't be beyond 1980, and I'm sure it's in the 1970s. So I've essentially had those badges, these, for 40 years. And I finally have got the full set and the album, and duplicates as well. So I'm absolutely delighted with that. Like I said, it's just a real thing from my childhood that I've kept with me all of these years. So I hope you enjoyed that look at Airliners of the World by Cadbury's. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for a upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.